Okay, so are you ready to have your mind totally boggled?
Because today we are diving headfirst into this whole world of liquid AI.
And no, before you even go there, we are not talking about some new tech-infused beverage.
Although, I mean, I wouldn't say no to like a productivity boosting smoothie right about now.
But seriously, though, something big just went down in the AI world. Liquid
Y-
AI.
Liquid AI, it's an MIT spinoff.
They just dropped this blog post about this thing. They're calling it Liquid Foundation
The
Models.
LFMs for short.
And the AI world is buzzing.
Like they are like a hive that just found like a whole new source of nectar.
What's really captivating is that Liquid AI is not messing around with just like incremental improvements. They are seriously like looking to fundamentally change the game. So instead of just tweaking existing AI models, they're rebuilding from the ground up.
Using this thing they call first principles.
So it's like they looked at it and said, you know what? Let's just ditch the blueprints for a slightly better car and let's go straight to designing a whole new engine from scratch.
And the claims they're making about these LFMs, pretty wild to say the least.
Imagine getting state-of-the-art performance, but with AI models that are like way smaller.
And way more efficient.
Absolutely. Think about it this way. Like most AI models today are like giant cruise ships.
They're powerful, but they're also like cumbersome,
Hmm.
expensive to run, and not exactly known for their agility.
Liquid AI, on the other hand, they're aiming to create something way more like a fleet of high-tech speedboats.
Smaller, nimbler, incredibly efficient,
Yeah.
yet still capable of like packing a serious punch.
Okay. That makes a lot more sense. So it's less about brute force and more about elegant design, right?
Precisely. And this is where this idea of building from first principles comes in. Most AI development today is like building a house by like adding rooms onto an existing structure.
Like it works, but you're limited by the original foundation.
Liquid AI is like clearing the lot and designing a brand new architecture from the ground up.
And they've released a few different models, so to speak. They've got a 1.3 billion parameter model
The 3.1 billion.
and then a whopping 40 billion, which, I mean, that sounds pretty huge to me.
It is big.
Yeah.
But remember, size isn't everything in the AI world. What's really remarkable is that even their smaller models are achieving groundbreaking results. In fact, they're claiming that their 3.1 billion parameter model is actually outperforming older models that were 7 billion.
And even 13 billion parameters.
Hold on. That's like saying that a team of 3-star players just dominated the court against a full roster of seasoned pros. So what's their secret? What kind of AI magic are they using to achieve this?
Well, there's no magic potion here, just some really innovative engineering. They're using this really novel approach based on structured operators.
Basically, this gives them a much finer level of control over how the model processes information. Imagine, instead of having pre-built Lego structures, you have individual Lego blocks that you can assemble.
In any way you want.
So it's about having more flexibility and precision in how you build the model itself, which then translates to better performance and efficiency overall, right?
That's exactly it. They're essentially crafting these custom AI architectures that are specifically designed for certain tasks.
Which allows them to achieve incredible results with way less computational power.
And this structured operator approach, it's just one piece of the puzzle.
They're also doing some really clever things with something called featurization.
All right, you're going to have to break that down for us. Featurization. What in the AI world is that?
Essentially, featurization is how the AI model prepares data for processing. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a book written in English, but you need to communicate its contents to people who speak different languages.
So you need to translate the book, right?
Featurization is like transloading data into different formats that the AI model can understand and work with.
Okay, I'm starting to get it. So Liquid AI is essentially saying they figured out a way to build these incredibly efficient and adaptable AI models. And a big part of that is this new approach to model architecture and data preparation, right?
Exactly. And the implications of this are pretty huge.
Okay, well, let's talk about those implications after a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, so we're back. And, I'm ready to dive right back into this Liquid AI thing because my curiosity is officially piqued. We were just getting to the good part.
Like, why does this even matter part?
Right, so we talk about how Liquid AI is really shaking things up with their approach. But let's connect the dots for you a little bit. This isn't just about some cool new tech under the hood. It's about potentially changing how we interact with AI on a fundamental level.
Okay, I'm all ears. Give me the big picture here.
So think about it. How many times a day do you actually interact with AI, even if you don't realize it?
Like the recommendations that you see online? The way your phone predicts your next word?
Even the way your music app suggests new songs,
All right.
that's all powered by AI.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, it's kind of everywhere when you actually stop and think about it.
Exactly. Now imagine those AI systems becoming exponentially smarter, way more efficient, and way more capable, all while using less power and running on much smaller devices. That's the promise of what Liquid AI is doing.
Okay, now you're talking. So instead of just being limited to these big resource-intensive applications,
Yeah.
we could be seeing sophisticated AI embedded in like everything around us.
Precisely. Liquid AI actually specifically mentioned targeting fields like finance, healthcare, even consumer electronics.
So imagine a world where your smartwatch could provide incredibly accurate health insights,
Huh.
all based on real-time data analysis.
Or imagine financial models that can spot trends and opportunities with a level of precision that was basically impossible before.
It's like we're talking about taking AI from like a luxury feature to a core component of, well, everything.
And don't forget about the potential for personalization. Remember how we talked about those smaller models and how efficient they are?
That means you could have AI that's tailored to your own unique needs and preferences, running locally on your own devices
Uh-huh.
without needing to rely on the cloud or like these massive data centers.
Okay, now that is a future I can really get behind. Personalized AI that actually gets me. Sign me up. But let's shift gears for a second, because there's something else I found really intriguing in Liquid AI's announcement. They were talking about this commitment to open science. What's that all about?
That's a really significant detail, and here's why. You know, the field of AI has often been criticized for being a bit of black box, with companies really closely guarding their algorithms and research.
Liquid AI, on the other hand, is saying they want to be more transparent and actually share their findings with the broader AI community.
So it's like they're not just building a better AI mousetrap, they're actually willing to like share the blueprints.
Exactly. They believe that by being more open, they can help accelerate progress in the field as a whole and foster greater collaboration.
And that's a pretty refreshing change of pace.
Yeah, I can definitely see why people are excited about that. But I also have to ask, are there any potential downsides here? Like, whenever I hear about a new technology that's supposed to change everything, I always get a little wary.
It's always wise to be cautious and consider the potential implications of any transformative technology.
And with AI, there are certainly really important considerations. One thing to keep in mind is that we're still in the early stages of understanding the full capabilities of these models.
So while the potential is huge, there's still a lot we don't know about how these LFMs will evolve and what impact they'll have in the long run.
Exactly. It's a bit like discovering a new, powerful energy source. It has the potential to revolutionize our world. But we need to learn how to harness it responsibly and make sure that it's used for good.
Okay, that makes sense. So it sounds like this liquid AI thing could be like a total game changer. But it's important to approach it with a healthy dose of cautious optimism, right?
Absolutely. But one thing's for sure, it's going to be fascinating to see how this all unfolds. And Liquid AI isn't wasting any time. They already announced an upcoming event on October 23rd, where they'll be revealing more about their progress and what they have in store for the future.
Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. So what can we expect from this big reveal? What are you most interested in learning more about?
Well, for me, the biggest cliffhanger is like how personalized. How personalized can they really make this AI? I mean, we're all used to algorithms like trying to figure out what we want. But it sounds like Liquid AI is aiming for something way more nuanced.
It's like the difference between like a playlist that's just based on your listening history versus one that like understands your current mood, like the context of your day, maybe even what you're trying to accomplish.
Like, imagine an AI that knows that you're stressed. And like, instead of just being like, listen to some relaxing sounds, it suggests like a meditation app that you'll actually enjoy.
Okay, yeah, that's hitting differently already. No more like generic robot responses. Exactly. Liquid AI's approach opens up this whole possibility for AI that can adapt to like your communication style,
Yeah.
like your learning preferences, even your sense of humor.
It's about moving away from one-size-fits-all AI and more towards something that feels like it's tailor-made for you.
Yeah, that is a future I can get excited about. But it also makes you wonder, what will this kind of like personalized AI really mean for us as like individuals?
Like, how will it change the way we work, like learn, even connect with each other?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Right.
And it's definitely one we're going to have to explore as this technology develops. Like if Liquid AI can actually deliver on this vision of personalized AI, it could really reshape our relationship with technology in some really profound ways.
Well, for one, I can't wait to see where they take this. So to sum it all up for our listeners, we've got Liquid AI making some pretty bold claims about their new approach to building these AI models. We're talking smaller, more efficient, yet incredibly powerful models that could revolutionize everything from healthcare to consumer
And they're
electronics.
doing it all with a focus on
Yeah.
transparency and open science.
And let's not forget about the potential here for like truly personalized AI experiences. Imagine a world where your AI assistant doesn't just understand your commands, but it also anticipates your needs, adapts to your preferences, maybe even makes you laugh along the way.
I mean, that's the kind of future that liquid AI is hinting at.
Okay, so mark your calendars for October 23rd, folks, because that's when Liquid AI is lifting the curtain. On their latest developments, it sounds like they've got a lot more to share, and you can bet we'll be here to break it all down for you.
Oh, I wouldn't miss it. This is a really pivotal moment in the world of AI, and I have a feeling we're just scratching the surface here of what's possible.
It's an exciting time to be paying attention to AI, that's for sure. And who knows, maybe someday soon we'll all have our own personalized AI sidekicks that can help us navigate this crazy world. Until then, stay curious, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.